Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So in this part we are going to be continuing the performer part of the verify accounts project that we have started in the previous video, right? Let's get started. Okay. So here हम लोगों ने last time we did up till clients data, get clients data. तो हम लोगों ने client की data यहाँ procure कर ली थी from this part. I'll just quickly show you guys. Yep, it is here. So this part was procured, this part was procured as well, and this part was procured as well in this workflow that I have understand you by heart. Okay, मैंने आपको अच्छे से समझा दिया है. So I don't think that there should be any doubt in this workflow. Okay, it's pretty simple. We are using some advanced string manipulation over here, right? And we are procuring the data and saving it to the output direction argument, that is account amount, right? Okay, let's go. And now we have procured the data. Now what we have to do, we have to work in this system 3 application. Okay, so let's devise a workflow out of it. Let's say acme system 3, we can say navigate, you can say search by client ID, right? We have to search by the client ID. Let's create it, and we have to use that application over here, that is the system 3. Let's go over here and mark this, because this will be opened as will be logged in the application. Okay, let's go. And here also let's don't use this, because we are just navigating from one page to another page. Okay, so now in this we have to go to the clients and search for client, then push by client ID. So we can do like this. You can use some click activities over here. Oh, let's indicate this click. Okay, and then indicate another click. Or what we can do, we can indicate a hover also, because see, after that, after this first click, after the first click we just have to hover, right? So let's do one thing. Let's create a hover activity, right? And let's pause the workflow for a second, because we need the inner element of the client, right? Search for client, let's hover on this. Okay, and then let's indicate the by client ID now for the click part. Okay, and let's indicate this, enter. Let's quickly run this, check it out that it's working or not. Let's test this whole activity over here. Okay, step into, continue. Okay, so it's going into view, it's not going to for search for client. Okay, why is that out of bounds? Okay, no worries. What we can do, just run it again, test activity, continue. Okay, sorry, I moved my mouse. Test activity, continue. Clients, search for client, hovered on search for client and clicked on client ID. Let's see if it's opening or not. So it's open. Now what we have to do, we have to enter the details over here, right? We have to enter the details over here. So we can use this workflow only, or we can devise another workflow. So what we can do, we can just change the name of this to we can say navigate to client ID. Navigate to, we can say navigate to, right? So let's close, sorry, let's change this as well. Oops, sorry for that. Okay, so I think this is working now. This part is working. Okay, let's save it, and let's do one thing. Let's use it in acme system 3. Oops, 3 app path. We're using the Pascal notation for this. Okay, what is Pascal notation, guys? whenever we are writing, the starting letter of that word is in capitals and the rest of it in small, and another word we are writing, but see, like for example in app path, what we are using A capital and P capital of path. A is app and P for, so this thing we can distinguish. If I'll be writing like this, so it's gonna be hard to distinguish between two words, right? So this is why encoding Pascal notation is used more. Okay, so we are following the best practice in app path, right? This is fine, and we have used the close activity never and open also never, because we have already opened it in the init state, right? Cool. Okay, we have also done this by did we also went to the framework? No, we didn't. Okay, we'll be navigating it later. Okay, now I have to devise a workflow to enter the form, enter the data, click search, and press here, press over here, press here in this client ID, right? Okay, so let's go in sequence. Acme, we can say system, because see, why we are using system, because there is system 3 application. Okay, enter client ID. Okay, so I am making atomic workflows out of every part that we are doing in this project, so that there is a ease of convenience and ease of, you can say, understanding also. Okay, use AO use application. Now this part will be open, we'll be using this. Again we have to close never, open never. Okay, got it. And now what we can do, we can go here and use, not use, we can go with desktop apps. Okay, right, so okay, click activate. Okay, this will be window messages. Okay, and now this will be window messages again, right? Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to use a type into activity over here, right? We're using the modern design, so we'll be using the modern design activities over here. The anchor will be search form. Enter. For example, we are taking some ID over here. Let's take this ID EU67601. Okay, let's copy it over here. We have to press now. We have to check this box as well and press search. So the name has been displayed over here. Floyshed, city Toulouse, country something, airline ID. So now we have to what we have to do. We have entered the name over here. Sorry, entered the ID. We have to check this box and press search. Okay, and then double click on this part, right? Okay, and let's go here. We have to type, let's type this part only. This for the testing purpose we are doing it right now. And we can say check, can say check, uncheck. Okay, oh, okay, to close this, we have to check this part. So let's check this part, enter. And what we have to do, we have to check it. We don't have to uncheck it, we have to check it, right? Okay, and then use a click. Where we have to click now, we have to click search, enter. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's quickly go here, search for client by client, and let's try to run this workflow. Let's test that whether it is running perfectly or not. Okay, so this part is running perfectly now. Okay, no worries. But that, what we need to do, we need to add another click over here. Click, and now what we need to do, we need to double click on this part. Oops, let's do one thing. No, let's do one thing. Let's this, check this. Yeah, let's do like this. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to double click on the client ID. Okay. I hope this is clear, guys. So यहाँ पे हम change करेंगे click type will be double, because see, when we will double clicking it only, then it is opening. Okay, let's go to the selector, because we have to make it dynamic. Let's see, CV text. So it is using the CV method over here, that is the computer vision. It is also using fuzzy and strict selector. So let's quickly delete the computer vision. Okay, and let's go in the fuzzy selector as well. And see, this is static part. We don't want a static, we want it to be clicking on every client ID, right? It is not clicking on that every client ID now. So let's do one thing. Let's make this thing dynamic. Searching client. Okay, and now we'll be testing it, don't worry, we'll be testing it as well. Strict selector is this. Let's do one thing. Let's use a strict selector only for this part. Okay, fuzzy, we're gonna be deleting the fuzzy selector because we are not using it, we'll be deleting it. Click strict selector. At the strict selector, we can create a variable over here, and the variable name will be okay. The variable name we can go with, that is the client ID. Right, on the client ID only we have to click, right? Confirm. So client ID is the variable over here, right? Inside of this client ID, and the client ID we can provide the value as EU67601. Right? Let's see that whether it is clicking on that specific client ID or not, because we are taking some another client ID as well over here. Let's first check this part. Okay, guys. Okay, let's quickly run this. Okay, it did click on that part as well, obviously, because we have provided that thing. Let's quickly go here. Okay, let's go and push. Sorry, let's go and push this client ID just for testing purpose. Okay, testing purposes over here, and let's go put it inside of this thing, and let's quickly run this activity. Okay, so I think it is pushing it, and our client detail page has been opened. हमने यहाँ पे उसको push करा दिया है, and client detail page मेरा open हो गया है. ठीक है, cool. Okay, so this part is done, and this part is done as well. Let's quickly do one thing. Convert it into an argument, because this is taking the value inside in client ID, and it is okay. And you can also use the in acme system 3 app path. This is also in. Let's do one thing like this, in system app path. Okay, this is fine, guys. Okay, so यहाँ तक हम लोगों ने कर लिया है इसको पूरा, and we have done this part over here. Enter the client ID, and हमारी details यहाँ पे हमें आ गई हैं. ठीक है, मैं एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे कुछ भी डालता हूँ, एंड क्लाइंट आईडी डालता हूँ, सर्च, I'll be getting this thing, and now I have to click on the client's account as well. ठीक है, let's devise this workflow again. Will very simple. Acme system 3, you can say click accounts. Okay, this will be clicking on accounts. Create use application browser. Let's indicate this, and we have to just 1 second. We have to indicate this, not this, right? You have to indicate this part. This part has been indicated, and close never, open never as well. Okay, let's quickly do a click activity over here. We have to click where? Click on the accounts part. Cool. Let's see the selector as well, whether it needs a dynamic thing or not. Button 1, okay. And fuzzy selector, client accounts, okay. It doesn't need a dynamic selector because it is already dynamic, I guess, for the selector. Okay, because it's in it. Why I'm saying that it is dynamic? Because it is not including any of this part. It's not including this part as well. Obviously it won't, because we have clicked over here in the client's account, but just for the sake of it. Okay, so we have to only define an argument, acme system 3 app path. So this will be it, and let's go here in acme system app 3 path. Let's run this activity, test it. Okay, continue. So it is clicking this part as well, right? So it is clicking that part as well, because see why it is clicking correctly, because see we are not using any this part, any this client data thing over here. Let me show you. We are not using this part, Craig, Tobo, address 22, Rio Dislogs and everything, France, right? We are not using this. We are using only client account. We are clicking this client account and we are opening another page over here, right? I hope this is totally understandable, guys. This is fine, right? Okay, so this part is also done now. Client details is also done. Okay, now now we have to so we have to click on the correct account number. You can see we have to click on the correct account number. Okay, how we can do that? Now that is the main this part over here, what is a funda over here. Let's do one thing. Let's devise another workflow for this part. Okay, let's see, acme we can say choosing correct account number, because these are account numbers, right? These are account numbers. See, in this part we must be having 95587. So how does the workflow will be knowing that we have to click on this part only, not this part or this part? How it will be knowing, right? First, the main challenge is to extract that thing over here, this all table over here. So if we'll be going with the traditional method, guys, like this one, like if I'll be saying that, okay, let's do table extraction, and let's select this, and okay, let's press this. So it's showing that this element type is not eligible for table extraction. Please select elements which are a part of the table. So we can't use table extraction over here, right? So don't worry, I've got you covered. Okay, so what we can do, we can try to use find children activity, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll be using a find children activity, and let's see. Okay, let's click over here. Okay, and let's see the selector of it and the UI Explorer, obviously. Okay, so system header 32, header control title bar, okay, header control menu bar vertical. So this is showing amount, but it is not showing anything, right? Okay, let's do one thing, indicate again. Let's try to indicate it again, and let's indicate let's indicate the whole application now. Let's see what happens. Okay, client system 3, title bar, okay, menu bar is application, no, acme window, please, no, grip, window, Craig, okay, client details, and title bar, no, title bar, grouping, client details, window, Craig, okay. Title bar as well. Just one second, guys. Okay, let's do one thing. No, let's do one thing. Let's try to indicate only this part now. Okay. So okay, this we can use in the filter part also. This we can use the filter part, but we need to procuring. Okay, list Craig is there. List Craig. Okay, and that is inside of forms 10 system list. We okay, this part is over here. Let's do one thing, because we are needing this part, right? Okay. So okay. Okay, let's do one thing. See, if I'll be seeing very carefully over there, so what we need text. We need the text part of the attribute. This is the attributes. These are all the attributes, and we need the text part of it. Text is 95587 over here, and we can see that the text is this 852007, and we can see that text is 525641. So what we can do, we can be indicating this part. Let's see this. We need to indicate this part. Okay, ये हमने यहाँ पे indicate किया है, and we will be going to okay, sorry, we won't be going to any part. We have to just indicate this part. हमने ये part पूरा indicate कर दिया, but we are procuring only the account part out of that, right? ठीक है. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's save it. Okay, हमने save कर लिया है, and let's go again to UI Explorer now. Okay, let's go again to UI Explorer. ठीक है, let's try to indicate the element, and ये हम यहाँ पे 852007 ले रहा हूँ. तो what is this? This is the name. It's showing over there that it is name over here. Right? The text is name. You can say that the name is 852007. Over here, if I'll be doing 95587, showing that name is 95587. Now it is showing that 525641. The name is, sorry, the name is 525641. Okay, and we can or we can use text as well. We can use text as well. I showed you guys, right? Name and text will be there, right? Okay, we can use anything over here. So let's go with text. Okay, and let's do one thing. Let's quickly copy this part. No, sorry, let's copy from this part, and let's put it in the filter criteria, right? One second. Let's filter from here. Let's just filter using this criteria over here. Filter, and let's do like this. Let's see that what we are getting the output or not. Okay, and let's do one thing. Let's create this dynamically. Let's create this dynamic as well. Okay, so select OK now. Let's see that what we are getting, and let's try to find the descendants. Okay, try to find the descendants of this part, right? Okay, and let's quickly see that what we are getting the answer of it. Quickly see that children. Okay, and now test at this activity. Okay, step into, let's see that what we are getting here now. The stiller is null, and we have nothing over here. Okay, filter is this part, control name this view. Okay, text is random, find descendants. Okay, just 1 second. Let's try to use only this part now in the filter. Okay, filter. Let's try to use this, and let's try to do like this. Now let's try to run this. Because see, we have to try and, it will be a trial and error method, right? Okay, we need to focus on the children elements. and it is showing something. Okay, and I think we have found it. So the children element will be, we have procured 3 items over here. Okay, yeah. Yes, 525,641, 525,641. Okay, and now what we need to do, scroll a bit more over here. Yes. Yep. 955,587. So out of this thing, we need only the name. See, we have procured all the items. If I'll be doing like this, so it is showing me this whole part. I'll just zoom it for you guys. So we have procured 852007, we have procured 955,587, we have procured 525,641. In fact, we have procured all this thing. Create everything we have procured, right? Just 1 second, I'll show you. 1 second. Yep, here it is. Yes, you can see 955,587. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's only give it this part. Sorry, let's only give it, you can say this part. Let's see what it happens now. Text. Step into, because see, हमें try run करना ही पड़ेगा इस पे, that what it is procuring on every part. Now it has procured 3 part as well. Okay, and that will be, okay, yeah, 85207. Okay, so we have to procure the name. हमें name चाहिए, हमें और ये सब कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमें सिर्फ ये part चाहिए, हमें ये नहीं चाहिए, हमें list item नहीं चाहिए, we need name, right? And you guys can see that. मतलब हमारे पास आ गया. I'm just gonna show you guys. 955,587. Okay, and at the end we'll be having 525,641. So we'll be needing the name out of it. Okay, let's press cancel, stop it. हमें इसमें से क्या चाहिए, हमें इसमें से नेम चाहिए, राइट? क्योंकि हमने यहाँ पे वी हैव यूज्ड फाइंड डिसेंडेंट, तो उससे जितने भी लेवल के इनर एलिमेंट्स हैं, दिस एक्टिविटी विल बी फाइंडिंग दैट फॉर यू गाइस. ठीक है, इनर एलिमेंट जो भी हैं वो ये फाइंड करेगा. लेट्स गो एंड चेक द फाइल चैनल एज वेल. देखते हैं यहाँ पे हमें क्या मिलता है. टेस्ट एक्टिविटी, स्टेप इनटू. ओके, एंड नाउ स्टेपिंग इनटू. यहाँ पे हमें कुछ नहीं मिला. वी आर नॉट फाइंडिंग एनी एलिमेंट्स राइट हियर, राइट? यहाँ हमें कुछ नहीं मिला है. यू गाइस कैन सी यहाँ पे आई न्यूमरेबल ऑफ 0, इंडेक्स 0, कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है. ठीक है, तो उसके जो डिसेंडेंट्स हैं, जस्ट नीचे वाला जो टेबल है उसमें हमें डायरेक्टली वहाँ पे मिल रहा है. ठीक है, लेट्स गो ओवर हियर एंड फाइंड डिसेंडेंट्स एंड लेट्स यूज एन असाइन एक्टिविटी. विल बी यूजिंग अ सिंपल लिंक यू कमांड ओवर हियर. ठीक है, तो हम इसको देंगे accounts. Account, this will be of type string variable, string array, sorry, not variable, string. And यहाँ पे हम लोग इसको will be using what we have children, right? And this is the I enumerable of UI element. तो मुझे यहाँ पे as enumerable इसे करने की जरूरत नहीं है ऐसे करके, right? It is already I enumerable, so I have to use select, and inside of this I'll be using a lambda function. I can say x, and यहाँ पे मैं x I'll be using get command to get that specific attribute. and हमारा attribute का name क्या है? name, right? and I can say to string, and I can use a trim also. Why trim? So why to cancel out any white spaces, right? And इसको see, it will be getting all the 3 items from here, right? See, this lambda function is nothing. You can say it is a type of for each loop. It will be going inside of children again and again. This x variable will be saving all that name part. एक्स डॉट गेट मीन्स हम ये नेम इस एक्स के अंदर सेव कर रहे हो. एक्स कहाँ से नेम ले रहा है? इट इज़ गोइंग इन साइड ऑफ दिस चिल्ड्रन अगेन एंड अगेन. इट इज़ प्रोक्योरिंग दैट नेम एंड सेविंग इट टू अ to array, right? So we are saving this part to an array. उसको हम iterate करेंगे and we'll be clicking all those things over here. ठीक है, ये पार्ट इतना क्लियर. children dot select फंक्शन x या x will be it type of for each loop. iterator मान लीजिए आप. for each जो iterator होता है for each में, तो this is a type of iterator. it going inside of children. this is a type UI element. तो ये आपका name search करेगा, procuring the name and saving it to an array, saving it to this variable accounts. ठीक है, okay. Let's quickly use for each activity as well. Accounts, and this will be automatic change to part string because हम array of string में रखे हैं यहाँ पे. I can say item just to shorten the things up. over अब item, अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा? अब यहाँ पे पहले I'll just write a right line to show you guys कि हमें ये मिल रहा है नहीं मिल रहा है, right? Let's do one thing. Okay, let's quickly test this activity. Continue. Okay, so you guys can see in the output what we have got all the account numbers 8520077 95557 and 52564. You guys can see that we got the account number. हमें ये नहीं चाहिए था. So link queue यहाँ पे बहुत काम आता है guys. If you know link queue, it's good. If you don't, I'll be making a series out of it. ठीक है, हम series बनाएंगे link queue के and we'll be explaining each and every statement, each and every function, each and every activity as well used in the link queue. Link queue method and हम link queue query दोनों से करेंगे. ठीक है, so यहाँ आपको पता चल के हमने क्या किया है. We have procured all these three account numbers. ठीक है, अब हमारे पास क्या है? हमारे पास ये account number है. This is the account number, right? Account number, sorry, this is the account number of 95557. अब अगर ये account number यहाँ पे इससे मैच करता है, वो तभी तो क्लिक करेगा इस पर, राइट? इस पर तो ना क्लिक कर देगा. It won't be clicking this part. It will be clicking only this part like this. ये ऐसे क्लिक करेगा and इसके बाद यहाँ पे it will take a minute or so to load. ठीक है, ये लोड हो गया. इसके बाद I have to press show all and it will be showing me all the transactions. ठीक है, okay. Okay, so let's close this and quickly let's create an in argument. We can say in account number. We will be procuring the account number from where? From here, from the other workflow. So that's why we are using an argument. Okay, pretty simple guys. Okay, account number, and यहाँ पे I don't need this was just for the demo purpose. अब यहाँ पे ये आ गया है. अब मुझे क्या करना है? for each में वो चेक करेगा and how it will be checking it with the help of an if condition. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगा? यहाँ पे मैं करूँगा if my in account number, ठीक है, in account number जो है मेरा is equal to your item. अगर मेरे ये पार्ट आइटम के बराबर है, वो चेक करेगा, तभी वो उसमें क्लिक करेगा, राइट? एंड हमें क्लिक कहाँ पे करना है? क्लिक मुझे करना है, oh, so let's use the classic activity for this part. Okay, so click I'll have to do on element will be item, because see string type cannot be, okay. Value of type string cannot be converted to UI element. Okay, this should be going selector, clipping region, timeout. Okay, this is the string and we have to click on that element, right? Just one second. Okay, ये आपको समझ में आ गया. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया? आइटम इन अकाउंट नंबर. अब जैसे यहाँ पे मैं लूँगा क्लिक, so I can use this part as well. Click and I'll be using this part. अब मैं for example मैं इसे क्लिक करता हूँ यहाँ पे. मैं यहाँ पे क्लिक करता हूँ for example. मैंने यहाँ पे क्लिक किया, ठीक है. अब मैं करूँगा इसके अंदर का सेलेक्टर चेंज करूँगा. I'll be changing the selector out of it. ठीक है, अब मैं सेलेक्टर किसको दूंगा? अब मैं सेलेक्टर दूंगा आइटम को. आइटम को क्यों दूंगा, क्योंकि आइटम ही तो मेरा इटरेटर है, दैट इज द इटरेटर इनसाइड द फॉर ईच लूप, एंड व्हेन इट इज मैचिंग विद दैट अकाउंट नंबर जो हमने यहाँ से प्रोक्योर किया था, ये जब वो उससे मैच होगा तब वो इस पे जाके क्लिक करेगा. तो ये यहाँ पे थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स लॉजिक है, ठीक है, बट इट इज़ अंडरस्टैंडेबल. ठीक है, आई होप यू गाइज आर गेटिंग द जिस्ट. ओके, लेट्स डू use variable and let's write item. ओके, यहाँ पे आइटम आ गया है एंड लेट्स प्रेस ओके. अभी क्या करेगा, इट विल बी प्रेसिंग ओनली ऑन दैट स्पेसिफिक आइटम नाउ. एंड अकाउंट नंबर की मैं वैल्यू यहाँ पे दे देता हूँ. एंड अकाउंट नंबर विल बी 95, what was that number, 955587. okay, 955587. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मेरी अकाउंट नंबर की वैल्यू आ गई है. एंड आई विल बी यूजिंग दिस आइटम टू इटरेट इनसाइड ऑफ इट. जैसे कि इसको मिलेगा यहाँ पे ऑटोमेटिकली, देखिए मैंने यहाँ पे क्लिक किया है 852007 पे, बट इट विल बी क्लिकिंग ऑन 955587. बट लेट्स चेंज वन थिंग ओवर है. इस पे आई नीड टू बी चेंजिंग दिस एज वेल, बिकॉज सी नेक्स्ट जो मेरा कस्टमर होगा उसके लिए एड्रेस चेंज होगा. सो आई नीड टू मेक दिस डायनामिक एज वेल. ओके, लेट्स डू वन थिंग, लेट्स quickly do like this. Let's do here so that you guys can see. इसको मैं directly I can do like this. ठीक है, इसको हम चेक करेंगे ये हमें चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए. Let's do like this. Okay for now and let's test this workflow. ठीक है, तो ये वर्क आज ये वीडियो भी यहीं से होगी. इस नेक्स्ट पार्ट में विल बी कंटिन्यू विद द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. ठीक है, लेट्स क्विकली प्रेस ओके, लेट्स डू वन थिंग. ऐसे करते हैं कि स्टार्टिंग ही चलेगा. ओके, लेट्स प्रेस कंटिन्यू. लेट्स सी. ओके, सो इट डिडंट प्रेस ऑन एनीथिंग. लेट्स सी व्हाई. It should have pressed on this part. It is taking this part as well. Okay, okay, let's do one thing. इसको हम टेस्ट एक्टिविटी करते. लेट्स सी ऑन द लोकल स्टेप पैनल एज वेल, वहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है ये सब कुछ. ओके, लेट्स सी. ओके, इन अकाउंट नंबर इज दिस पार्ट. 3 मिल गए हमें यहाँ पे. ओके, नाउ द अकाउंट इज कंटेनिंग दिस एंड दिस एज यूजुअल. मैंने आपको बताया था यहाँ पे जो मेरा आइटम वेरिएबल होगा अब, दैट इज कंटेनिंग 852007. नाउ इफ इन अकाउंट नंबर इज इक्वल टू आइटम, इन अकाउंट नंबर इज नॉट इक्वल टू आइटम, यहाँ अंदर नहीं गया. Second part, it will be taking item will be 955587. Okay, now it will be going inside of it. Okay, and it is clicking on. Okay, sorry, we have to double click. Sorry, we have to double click on that, not single click. We have to double click. So let's do one thing. Click type will be double, but it is choosing this part only. Let's see why. The selector is this. Selector is dynamic, right? One second. The name is item name. Okay, control name is item, role name, list item. Okay, list. This thing is dynamic. Okay. Selecting this as well. Item is okay. Let's see again. Because this is the only logic that we have to devise over here to, you know, click on the correct UI element over there, right? Step into. Okay, see, the value is this, record every correct value. Next the value will be 955587. Click list item. Okay, previous current, click type double. It is clicking on 852007. Okay, let's check why. We have to check it because this is doing wrong. Just one second. Okay, so guys, there was a small mistake that we were doing. We were using the item over there because ये तो iterator है ना, जो सेकेंड इटरेशन है, फर्स्ट इटरेशन में जो भी होगा वहाँ पे ये वो उसको क्लिक करेगा. तभी वो बार बार उसी को क्लिक कर रहा था, राइट. सो वी हैव टू यूज़ इन अकाउंट नंबर, माई बैड. ओके. सो बिकॉज ये अकाउंट नंबर वही है जो यहाँ से मुझे मिला है 95558 ओके. ये अकाउंट नंबर वही है एंड मैं उसे कब क्लिक करूँगा, जब मेरा आपका मेरा ये आइटम अकाउंट नंबर के बराबर हो जाएगा, राइट. बिकॉज सी हमारे पास तो 3 अकाउंट्स है, राइट. हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि वो अकाउंट किस पे क्लिक करना है. तो जब मेरा आइटम मतलब जो मेरे यहाँ से प्रोक्योर्ड वैल्यू है अकाउंट्स में से वो अकाउंट नंबर के बराबर है, तब मैं क्लिक करूँ किसी अकाउंट नंबर को. तो यहाँ पे मैंने उसको सही कर दिया है. इट वॉज माई बैड. आई जस्ट चेंज्ड, आई शो यू, आई जस्ट चेंज आइटम टू एन अकाउंट नंबर. ओके, प्रीटी सिंपल गाइस. ये चीज़ मैंने यहाँ पे ले ली है. ओके, एंड लेट्स आई शो यू वन थिंग एज वेल कि हमने यहाँ पे ये जो एड्रेस था इसको हमने हटा दिया है. वी आर नॉट टेकिंग दिस एड्रेस एनी मोर. हमें एड्रेस को यहाँ पे नहीं ले रहे हैं, ठीक है. एंड इसको अगर हम लेंगे तो हमें इसको डायनेमिक बनाना पड़ेगा. तो बट वी आर नॉट टेकिंग दिस. लेट्स सी, ठीक है. एंड शो यू ऑल्सो. ओके, लेट्स ट्राई टू डिबग इट. 85007. So the argument was 852007 and now let's give it 95557. Okay, 95587. Okay, let's close this, click here and debug this file again. So 95587, it is clicking on the same in account number by checking dynamically कि हमारा जो क्या कहते हैं अकाउंट नंबर है दैट इज़ इक्वल टू आइटम और नॉट. आई होप दिस इज़ फाइन. ये जो लिंक क्यू है कि अगर आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो एक बार वी कैन ट्राई विद ऑटो पायलट एज वेल. लेट्स सी. आई हैव टू यू कैन से सेलेक्ट नेम from accounts and save it in an array, right. A name we can say attribute. let's see यहाँ पे ये क्या करता है. okay, oh so guys can see उसने भी यहाँ पे ये चीज़ सेम यूज़ किया. he used everything like this. हमें यहाँ पे इसने इनिशियलाइज के लिए स्टार्टेड अ ओपन ब्रैकेट एंड क्लोज ब्रैकेट, राइट. तो ये सब कुछ सेम किया उसने गाइस. एवरीथिंग इज सेम ओवर है. तो अगर आपको ये नहीं आता है तो आप यहाँ से करके सी ऑटो पायलट इज इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ड्रास्टिक न्यू फंक्शनैलिटी इन UiPath. तो आपको यूज़ करके अपना प्रोजेक्ट ईजिली कर सकते हो. अगर आपको ये सिंटेक्स नहीं भी आता है तो इफ़ यू डोंट नीड दिस सिंटेक्स, डोंट नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस सिंटेक्स. थोड़ा सा आपको पता है यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है तो गाइस, क्योंकि ये कई बार हो सकता है कि इट कैन बी रॉन्ग ऑल्सो बिकॉज इट्स इन पब्लिक प्रीव्यू नाउ, राइट. ठीक है. सेलेक्ट नेम एट्रीब्यूट फ्रॉम अकाउंट्स एंड सेव इट इन एन एरे. ये आपने देख लिया यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, ठीक है. फ्रॉम अकाउंट्स, फ्रॉम आई हैव टू फ्रॉम चिल्ड्रन लिखना था मुझे. फ्रॉम चिल्ड्रन एंड सेव इट इन एन एरे. लेट्स सी ये क्या देता है. okay, children dot forget name. okay, this is the same. okay, this is the same. okay, तो हमारा ये जो ऑटो पायलट इज़ वर्किंग प्रिटी फाइन विद UiPath. सो हैट्स ऑफ UiPath जो आपने इतना अच्छा ऑटो पायलट बनाया है फॉर न्यूबीज जिनको थोड़ा सा कोडिंग में दिक्कत होती है. तो गाइस कैन डू लाइक दिस एज वेल. बट आई थिंक दैट आपको लिंक क्यू आनी चाहिए. तो लिंक क्यू इज़ अ वेरी पावरफुल फंक्शनैलिटी इन VB.NET. VB.NET का पार्ट है, क्रिएटेड बाय माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. ओके, तो ये आपने देख लिया दैट हाउ वी कैन डायनेमिकली क्लिक 52564 ये 95558 राइट. जहाँ पे ये होगा ना, फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा इन अकाउंट नंबर यहाँ पे है 525641 राइट. एंड लेट्स डिबग इट. इट विल बी क्लिकिंग ऑन 525641 ओनली. जो मेरा अकाउंट नंबर वहाँ पे होगा वो यहाँ पे होगा. तो आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि अगले एक्टिविटी मुझे क्या करना है. नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल बी प्रेसिंग ऑन शो ऑल एंड प्रोक्योरिंग ऑल दिस अमाउंट. अब आप ये सोचो कि ये अमाउंट का मैं क्या कहते हैं, हाउ कैन आई add all these amounts because I can't get this activity table extraction to extract all the data from this data table. This is not a data table, right? This is not a data table. These are a type of UI elements. UI elements है मेरे इस application के अंदर. तो इफ़ यू आर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो और आप यहाँ तक देखी है तो रिक्वेस्ट है टू प्लीज़ कमेंट एंड लेट मी नो दैट आप इस अमाउंट को कैसे प्रोक्योर करोगे अपने वर्ड्स। मेरे को तो पता है, आई हैव कंप्लीट दिस प्रोजेक्ट, बट वट विल यू डू टू प्रोक्योर दिस अमाउंट एंड सम ऑल दिस अमाउंट्स एंड सेव इट इन अ आर्गुमेंट। ये आप कैसे करोगे, लेट मी नो। प्रोक्योरिंग एवरी अमाउंट, समिंग इट, जो भी सम होगा उनको सम करना है मुझे, इसको उसको करोगे, कुछ माइनस हो रहे हैं यहाँ पे, राइट, इसको उसको करोगे, फिर यहाँ पे कुछ इट कैन बी माइनस माइनस प्लस, तो ये बात पड़ा है तो इससे फिर माइनस होगा, राइट। सो हाउ विल यू डू डिवाइस दैट लॉजिक टू extract all the data from the amount column and sum it, save it in an argument, right? Let me know in the comments, okay? And for this part itna hi tha guys, and I hope you got the gist of the video. I have tried my level best to make you guys understand that कैसे हम इस पूरे प्रोजेक्ट को कर रहे हैं with the help of link you, with the help of advanced string manipulation, with the help of some complex logic inside of this project using ReFramework. Okay, thank you so much guys, and if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel as well. Share it with the friends who are new to UiPath or who are experienced as well. Okay, and as always, keep learning.